Every investor wants to know exactly where a stock's price is headed, but day to day, the stock market moves wildly, driven by unpredictable news cycles and raw emotion rather than logic. To cut through that noise, we use the Stock Selection Guide, or SSG. Developed in the 1950s by the National Association of Investors Corporation, it provides a structured, mathematical framework to evaluate a company's performance and project its value over the next 5 years. You don't need complex software to start. All it takes is a blank SSG form, 10 years of fundamental data for your target company, and a simple calculator. Moving from raw numbers to this structured framework provides a systematic way to weigh a stock's potential against its historical performance. Step 1 is charting the past. In Section 1 of the guide, plot 10 years of sales, earnings per share, and high and low stock prices. This chart shows a semi-logarithmic scale measuring consistent percentage changes. The left axis goes from 1 to 200. Move the decimal point of your data to fit. Plot the points, connect the dots, and you instantly see the historical growth trends. Now that we have a visual record of what the company has achieved, we can use that momentum to project its trajectory. Using the best judgment method, draw a straight line representing the overall upward path, bypassing any one-time drops. Stretch that line to the far right edge to find your 5-year target. Look exactly where your drawn line intersects that final 5-year mark. That specific number is your estimated high earnings per share. Because this target is anchored to 10 years of corporate performance, it provides a perspective grounded in history. You are evaluating the company based on its track record rather than temporary market sentiment. Next, we move to Section 2. Here, we look for quantitative evidence that the company's management is operating the business efficiently. First, we evaluate the pre-tax profit margin, which shows how much profit the company keeps from every dollar of sales. You calculate this by dividing the net profit before taxes by the total sales. If your data source only provides profit after taxes, you can reverse engineer it. Just take the net profit and divide it by 1 minus the company's tax rate. We also measure the return on equity, or ROE. This shows how well management uses investors' money to generate profits. Find this by dividing the earnings per share by the book value per share. Stable or rising 5-year averages in these metrics indicate that management has maintained operational efficiency, providing a solid baseline for your future growth projections. For Section 3, we analyze the stock's historical price tag by reviewing its price-to-earnings, or PE, history. Gather the highest and lowest PE ratios for each of the past 5 years. Averaging these figures gives you the company's 5-year average PE ratio, a benchmark for how the market has valued this stock in the past. Now we calculate the relative value. Take the stock's current PE ratio and divide it by that historical average PE. This gives us a percentage. If that percentage is below 100%, the stock's current multiple is lower than its 5-year average, suggesting the stock may be trading at a discount. By comparing today's price against 5 years of data, relative value is an objective check against market noise, identifying when a stock is priced low. In Section 4, we map out price targets. To find the future high price, multiply your estimated high EPS by the stock's average high PE ratio. When selecting a multiplier, keep your targets grounded. Projecting a future high PE ratio greater than 20 or 25 often results in price targets that the stock is unlikely to reach. Next, select a realistic future low price. A common method is to reference the stock's lowest trading price during a recent market downturn to establish a potential floor. This chart shows the spread between your future low and future high prices. Divide that total dollar range into 3 equal parts. The bottom third is your buy zone, the middle is the maybe zone, and the top third is your sell zone. Finally, calculate the upside-downside ratio by comparing your potential gain against your potential loss. To manage risk, look for a ratio of at least 3 to 1 before considering a purchase. Defining these price boundaries shifts your mindset from reacting to daily fluctuations to following a strategy that includes a pre-calculated margin of safety. You have now organized 10 years of financial data into a comprehensive study of the company's potential. According to the SSG framework, a stock is a candidate for purchase when it meets 3 criteria: a relative value under 100%, an upside to downside ratio of at least 3 to 1, and a price currently in the buy zone. To put this into practice, download the fundamental data for a stock you own or are watching and work through the sections of the guide. Applying these mathematical steps provides a clear record of your reasoning, helping you maintain a long-term perspective even when the market is volatile.